Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how I made these earrings out of shrink plastic and UV resin. So these are earrings that I made for my coworker and friend. She has Christmas themed scrubs, and the poinsettias are ones that I made a pair for her and I made a pair for myself because we both have a matching scrub jacket or lab coat that has poinsettias on it. So I made a pair of earrings for her of poinsettias and a pair for myself. This is the shrink plastic that I used this time. It is pre-sanded and it is 7.9 by 5.7 inches. For these earrings, I used half of a sheet. So I cut the sheet in half and then cut that piece in half again. So basically I used a quarter of a sheet for one earring. These are some of the materials that I used. The colored pencils were for the poinsettias, and then this is just a box of jewelry findings, a hole punch, a lighter to pop the UV bubbles, a fine Sharpie to draw the small details. That's the poinsettia lab coat. So that was the inspiration for the poinsettia earrings that I did. And then this is my friend slash coworker's, one of her scrubs that she has, and that's why I did the penguin. And then these little penguins are the inspiration. That's also from another one of her uniforms, the inspiration for the penguin that I drew with the light bulbs around it. So here's the sketch in my little sketchbook. And as you can see, I have already drawn and colored in with Posca pens on the shrink plastic, and I already cut them out. The only thing I didn't do to those yet was punch the holes. These are the poinsettias, and you can see it's not quite as opaque because I used the colored pencils. And so it comes up a little bit more transparent and not as dark or bold of a color. And then I'm just punching the holes. You may have noticed that I had a little hole drawn on the shrink plastic, and that was just as a reminder to me to actually punch the hole, because if I don't use a marker and put a hole there before I cut it out, I'm likely to forget to leave a space to punch a hole. So I like to just draw one ahead of time. And here I'm just cutting out all of the things. The masking tape wasn't big enough for the stuff to fit inside while I heated it up to shrink it. So I just removed the masking tape and used my tweezers to hold it down. That's an okay thing, but it still will fly around a bit. If you have something small enough that'll fit inside of a roll of masking tape, it keeps it from flying around. And on one of the poinsettias that I did, the hole got messed up, and this is the one, the hole got messed up. I wasn't too worried about it because the UV resin later that I put on top helps it to seal that messed up hole. So it was something that could be fixed. These little penguins with the light bulbs around them are my favorite ones. I just think that they're so adorable. And here I'm just heating with my heat gun and smashing it flat with a metal tin that I have. You can heat them in the oven, but I prefer to use my heat gun. And that's the one with the messed up hole. You can see that it's even a little bit open. So I'm just sanding it with a nail file. And when I put the UV resin on it, I just made sure to use the UV resin to seal up the opening. When I was doing this, I had a fan going with the window open, and I was using gloves when I used the UV resin. And it's also a good idea to wear a respirator so that you're not breathing in the fumes from the UV resin and also not breathing in the fumes from the shrink plastic. This is just a gel pen that I was using to add a little bit of detail to the eyes of the other penguins. And then I'm getting the UV resin ready to add glitter to it. I didn't want to add too much glitter, even though I love sparkle. If you add too much glitter, it overtakes the image and you can't see the details of the image underneath. So I just did a little dash of the red glitter, and then that's some ultra fine glitter that I ordered on Amazon. so I put some in there, and then I put some along with the red glitter as well. And I just used a pinch from the tweezers, so just a little pinch, then I mixed it around, and then did a top coat of the earrings, the poinsettia earrings. And after doing the top coat, I used a lighter to pop any of the bubbles and cured it under the nail curing lamp. Then I flipped them over to the back side and did a coat on the back side as well. On the other earrings, I only did a top coat on the other earrings. I didn't coat the back side. And that's okay. And then on these earrings this time, I also didn't do Mod Podge. Sometimes when I've done this in the past, after shrinking them, I've done a layer of Mod Podge over the top to seal in the color. But I have found if you're using Posca pen and colored pencil, you don't really need to seal the color in. And you can just coat it with the UV resin, and that acts as a sealant in and of itself. And then these are the earrings once they've been top coated and cured, and then I am just attaching the findings. When you attach the jump ring and the actual earring hook part, you want to make sure that the earring hook is facing in such a way that when the earring is attached to it, that it's the front side of the earring that it will be showing when the person is wearing it. And, sometimes I have to take it apart and put it back on the correct way. So it's best to just pay attention while you're putting them on there so that you can do it right the first time and not have to take it apart. And if you've never opened a jump ring before, you use a tool in each hand and you just kind of twist it open. You don't pull it apart to pull it open. You twist one part one way and the other part the other way, and then that's also how you close them. And then these are the earrings, how they turned out at the end. I think that the poinsettias with the glitter on them are so pretty, and I'm excited to wear them to work when I wear my uniforms that have that design. And then these are my favorite ones that I made for Shannon. I just think that they are absolutely adorable, and I hope she loves them when she receives them. And then these are the other penguins that match her other uniform that she has, and then the other pair of poinsettia earrings. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that it will inspire you to create your own things. The possibilities are endless. And if you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.